I've never seen anybody that has busted their butt doing it and hasn't been successful.
Biggest problem in the industry on the agent side, how can we fix it? What advice would you give to an agent who's watching this that says, hey, maybe that's me. What can I do to improve?
Just like anything in life, you really get what you put into it, especially with this business. And, if anybody's getting into it looking for an easy ride, it's not at all. It's extremely difficult. It's, 100% commission based. The market is constantly fluctuating and we're in definitely a transitional period right now. You get what you put into it, just like those, young new agents you were talking about, hitting the phones. And I think the biggest piece of it is it's kind of tough for a new agent, especially because nobody wants to work with somebody new. I mean, if you break your arm and you go to the hospital, you'd rather hire the old gentleman that's done 100 surgeries versus Doogie Howser that's done one surgery, right? But I think if you leverage, a team, a brand name, a whatever, that gives you a little bit extra credibility. And then additionally, taking advantage of whatever you have where, if you're young and you're tech savvy, social media, if you're an older person, okay, maybe you go to, network at the gym or whatever you do. And I think the biggest thing is, a lot of agents, they get into it and they're like, all right, how do I spend my money marketing? And it's like, you should really do all the stuff that's free first. So, circle of influence, so important. If you get into the business and everybody that doesn't know you're an agent, then you shouldn't be marketing.
Don't be the secret agent.
Yeah. First thing is everybody should know that you're an agent. Scream it from the mountaintops. Stay in touch with your network, stay in touch with all your friends. And, for us personally, something big that led to our success is, I was born in Norristown, raised in Exton, Downingtown area, lived here my whole life, went to college at Drexel. So I've been here my whole life, developed a network, lots of friends. And, like a lot of my customers now are still kids I knew from elementary school. So that really helps. And that's a big advantage if you have that. But I think, your circle of influence network, super important. And just, busting your butt.
I think that's great advice. And even for the seasoned agents, like for a new agent, that's like, this is how I get started. For a seasoned agent, that's more like get back to the basics.